Peace Collective, what is going on? Welcome to the channel. My name is Milan. I am an intuitive tarot reader and psychic medium. If you guys are new here to this channel, welcome. If you guys are returning, welcome back. It means the world to me each and every single time you guys join. Thank you guys times 1,000 for being here and for deciding to spend your time and your energy here with me in these readings. As you guys know, this is going to be another general collective reading. However, we're going to get into another deep dive today, you guys. This is kind of a emergency impromptu tap in. As you can tell by the title, we're going to look into the current energy around Tory Lanez. Just as a quick disclaimer, this channel is not a fan page or a stand page or anything of the sort. So everything in this reading is alleged until proven otherwise and for entertainment purposes only, okay? If you guys don't like what I'm saying, you don't rock with the person we're talking about, that is fine. All I do ask you is just to click off the damn video. If you do not want to be here, why are you here, okay? All I ask is that you guys keep it respectful in the comments as well with me and with others who may decide to jump in the comments, all right? If you guys do resonate with the message, you like the vibes here on the channel, definitely leave a like on the video. It's absolutely free. Share if you care. Subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you guys here, part of the family, okay? So again, this is a kind of very impromptu last minute reading. If you guys are familiar, I'm sure you guys have heard the news. If you clicked on this reading, then I'm sure you heard Tory Lanez, who is currently serving a 10-year sentence in a correctional facility out in California. He was actually rushed to a hospital, a local hospital, after being stabbed, which came out to be 14 times, okay, by another inmate while out on the yard sometime in the morning of May 12th, I believe that the date is today, May 12th. But yeah, just really crazy out of the blue energy. I was not expecting to hear anything like that at all coming from Tory or his camp, I should say. So at the time of this recording, at least, he's, recovering in the hospital, breathing on his own. He's talking. So he's in high spirits, according to his team. Again, at least at the time of the recording of this reading. Very, very scary, very sad situation. If you guys haven't already, I just recently did an update on Tory maybe 2 months ago. And it did come out that he's been extremely fucking paranoid about people poisoning him, people watching him. I kept getting this vibe specifically about quote unquote media cowboys. So there definitely are people who are in the prison system that either work there or are inmates who have been kind of keeping an eagle eye on Tory, unfortunately, okay? Very scary situation. Of course, if you guys know anybody who's been incarcerated, dated anybody that's been incarcerated, it's a very scary, high-strung, high anxiety type of situation to be in 95% of the fucking time. So, yes, this could have been an energy of maybe jealousy, an energy of who knows, maybe needing to pay somebody back some money, maybe just even talking shit to each other, okay? Because emotions are extremely high almost at all times in a situation like prison. So, one wrong thing with the wrong person, it can lead into a fight or a stabbing, anything like that. So definitely sending my well wishes and prayers to Tory and his family. I hope you guys are doing the same, whether you like him or not. We don't want nobody to pass away. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't even know where the fuck to start with this, but my energy feels almost sporadic. I feel very like my chest feels like it wants to pop out for real. So we're gonna start with some oracles first, then we'll get into the tarot to clarify a little bit further into the reading, you guys, just the overall energy at this time or around the stabbing that took place, okay? Spirit, please give some clear and concise messages when it comes to Tory, aka Daystar Peterson, at this time, please, and the energy around this stabbing incident. Please give some clear and concise messages, please, around Daystar and the stabbing incident that occurred, please. Okay, you have thrills showing up first. So it says continuous cycles, bad decisions, and addictions. So let's see. Why is this here, please? Okay, karmics, yeah. Third parties, haters, and lesson learned. So already I'm getting, and look at this, nightlife, Okay, it says striptease, gamble, and Vegas. So I will say this, and if you guys caught my last reading, Tory is definitely somebody who was held in a very high regard in the prison. When it came out in my last reading, people really like admire him. They look up to him. He's somebody that encourages a lot of spiritual wisdom with other people in there. But I feel like already I'm getting this vibe of jealousy. Okay, you have third parties, haters, and lesson learned. Now, I will say, I don't think he needed to be, poked up 14 times to have learned a lesson. I think he's already been learning his lesson. But this was just another cherry on top of that lesson, unfortunately. But I feel like this, with third parties, this is definitely giving more than one person was involved, is what I'm seeing with this. And look at that, nurturing at the bottom. I just said that. Mentor, wisdom. He's a very spiritually wise person, and people really go to him for that type of wisdom or nourishment, help, positive encouragement. Okay, this exact card came out in the last Tory reading I did. But yeah, with this karmics, I feel like this is somebody he has an issue with or has a problem with. And it's giving, I'm hearing the grapevine, okay? When there's a third party energy, that means there's one person, a second person, and a third person. So one would be Tory, the second would be the person who actually committed this crime, right? And the third person would probably be the person who called the hit, right? Executed, or I should say, pulled the strings, is what I'm getting with this immediately, okay? Haters, which would be, again, maybe some type of jealousy here. Okay, what is this about, please? Exhausted is showing up. It says burned out, burdened, and empty. Okay, what is this about, please? What is this energy around this stabbing, please, when it comes to Tory? What is the energy around Daystar at this time? Yeah, so he's definitely like physically tired, emotionally tired, okay? What is this? Obviously. I feel like this is not his first run-in with somebody while being where he's at, okay? Granted, I'm sure that he's had a lot of run-ins with multiple different people, fights and all that stuff, because I'm definitely seeing like a fight in my third eye, but he's had a run-in with this particular person more than once, for sure. Then you have nightlife showing up again, but it actually fell out this time. Striptease, gamble, and Vegas. Okay, I'm getting, if this was a gamble, or I don't know why I'm seeing this, but I'm seeing it. I think it kind of reminds me of like a bingo machine, or maybe like a lottery machine. I'm just saying like something going around in a circle with like a bunch of small white balls in it with numbers. Again, like you're drawing bingo numbers, or like you're drawing a lottery number or something like that, is what I'm seeing. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but maybe someone could have gotten paid or told they were going to get paid for this, and this was a gamble. Wow, okay, and look, you have legal showing up, lawyers, court, and paperwork. So yes, this is being documented, all of this, obviously, okay, by Tory's legal team. Wow, interesting. Okay, what is the energy, please, with Daystar and this incident that occurred, please? What is this? Narcissist, okay. Antisocial. So, narcissist. So, this makes me feel like, again, Tory, he's got a very, I'm hearing the word boisterous. I feel like I'm not using the right word, but I heard the word boisterous. He's got a very larger than life type of attitude and demeanor. And again, like I already said, you guys, in this reading and the last reading from 2 months ago, he has a very attractive aura in the prison, and a lot of people speak very highly of him or go to him for some type of like advice or positive nourishment and encouragement. And there are going to be people in there that are going to show up as karmics, where somebody's light could literally irritate their demons, possibly. Okay, again, like I already said, he's already had a run-in with this person, and whoever this individual is that did this to him is viewing Tory as like a narcissist, someone who thinks they're hot shit, or they have it all, like that. Oh, he's got money, he's making music in here, la 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 la. You know what I'm saying? So whoever this mystery inmate is, is viewing Tory as like a narcissist. Okay, it says egotistical, opportunist, and fragile, and they didn't like that. They don't like his confidence. They don't like his his demeanor. And yes, he can be very fucking cocky. Okay, him kind of thinking that or feeling like he's hot shit again, kind of being a hoe, messing around with two females and getting caught up in a situation like that is kind of why he's at where he's at right now. Kind of just slinging that thing everywhere. So he does have a very like larger than life attitude that may come off to people who are not confident within themselves as quote unquote narcissism or thinking they're better than everybody. Okay. Wow. What's this, please? Apology. Okay, it came out in the reverse though. So again, whoever this person is, he had a run-in with already at the prison. It's like he could have owed this person an apology, or again, some words were said, and things may have went left. It says hiding, concealing, and deception. Okay, it says arrogant. Yeah, didn't I just say that? Whoever this person that did it to him feels like he's larger than life or thinks he's better than everybody. Okay, the card literally says arrogant, rash actions, and insincere. Interesting. Okay, and I also feel like whoever did this, it's like they don't feel bad about it. They don't feel bad about it. Wow. What is this energy, please, with Daystar and this incident that occurred, please? Love affair. Ooh. Wow. Dirty little secret, sex fix, and down low. Interesting. Why is that showing up? Okay, what is this love affair energy about, please? Because obviously, I mean, I guess not obviously, but I don't think it's... hold on, what is this? Let me not speak too soon. What is this about regarding this particular situation? It could just be like this was a secret, something that was hidden. Obviously, he wasn't expecting it, to have gotten stabbed in the back multiple times like that. That means somebody snuck up on you or was behind you, okay? He wasn't expecting this, obviously. Why is this here, please? Love affair. Oh, wow. Intimacy again? Mutual respect, unity, and closeness. Okay, and there's two people very close. Looks like they're very hugged up on each other in these cards. This kind of really just threw me for a loop. Suffering and silence is showing up at the bottom, and two-faced. Double life, cheater, and backstabber. Rumors, gossip. That's why I said, like, he already knew this person or he had a run-in with this person before, but I feel like this person maybe wanted something from Tory and he wasn't going to give it to him, or it just didn't work out the way that whoever this mystery inmate is wanted it to go. Okay, let me get one more on this love affair and intimacy, because I don't want to say what I'm feeling. Because what I'm getting referred to right now intuitively is him being married. Tory was married to the mother of his child for a short period of time while incarcerated. He found out that the mother of his child, or his wife, okay, at that time, cheated on him with one of his friends while he was locked up. So that could be this love affair energy, but it's weird. Like, I'm seeing it, but for some reason her energy, the wife, mother of his child, is not really popping up for me, but that situation is showing up. Okay, what is this about, please? Let me get one more on this. Hopeless. Oh, wow. Okay, loss, depression, and suicide. And I'm seeing masked again. Family is here. Yeah, this is kind of giving me like maybe somebody was talking shit about somebody else's family or somebody else's girl or something like that. And it could have really struck a nerve with somebody, or whoever this inmate is that did this to him. Tory could have really struck a nerve with him. Again, maybe just talking shit, popping shit, you know, and again, he wasn't too fond of Tory's attitude, his demeanor, and the fact that a lot of people fuck with him in there. Okay, let's get into another deck because I don't want to stay on this deck for too long. I have a few decks that I really want to get to. So, fuck, I don't even know what. Let's do this one because it's getting very chaotic. It feels very all over the place. I feel very scattered-brained almost because it's, if you don't know anybody in prison, talk to somebody on the phone in prison or whatever, like then you wouldn't know what I'm talking about. But you can even just hear it when you talk to somebody incarcerated on the phone. Just the constant shit going on all day, all night. Like it's always something. It's not just sitting in a corner behind four walls all day, all night, unless you're in solitary confinement. But there's a lot that goes down in prison. Okay, this person could have been feeling very at a loss when it comes to this mystery inmate that could have done this to Tory, or that did do it to Tory. It's like they went through something here, maybe with a partner, a loved one, and it's like they snapped or something. Either that, or there's a third person attached to this that I feel like kind of gave the green light, or that may be pulling strings, something like that. It's just all over the place almost. There's definitely a third person attached to this, and it looks like it's coming up as like a love interest. Maybe that's what it was about. Or again, someone just talking shit about somebody's love interest. They felt some type of way, took a risk, and here we are. But again, he already had a run-in with this person before. Okay, what is this, please? What's this energy around Tory and this incident? Oh, okay, what is this? Ooh, the chosen one. Wow. It says destiny, prophecy, selected, mission, and prodigy. So yeah, Tory is definitely feeling even more anointed, even more like a chosen one after this. I feel like he already felt that he has a higher purpose, a higher mission outside of all of this. Obviously, again, a large lesson had to be learned, and he had to really kind of be sat the fuck down for a hot minute. Unfortunately, the circumstances, how they occurred, is not cool, but yeah, he had to be sat down for a hot minute, and he's learning a lesson. He's learned the lesson. So now with this, he's feeling even more vindicated, or even more like, I'm supposed to be here. There's a reason why I'm here, because I should have died. It's literally what I'm hearing. Like, I should have died. I shouldn't even be here right now, is what I'm hearing. Okay? There's a huge mission. Yeah, look, ghost. When someone's a ghost, that means they probably are no longer alive. So he feels like he shouldn't even be here. Damn. And I'm seeing cowboy, frontier, revolver, riding boots, and lasso. Again, I think if you guys are here, pause this, come back to this reading after you watch the first one. I'm going to link it in the description box below. Make sure you guys watch that, because this cowboy card showed up in the last reading I did for Tory as well. And it was kind of coming through like, quote unquote, media cowboys, people being used that work in the prison or that are incarcerated for a higher purpose or a higher agenda, kind of used to be an eagle eye over Tory in a way. Okay, so it's like these media, the cowboys that could have tried to take him out. He was paranoid about being poisoned or hurt, which came out in the first reading months ago. It's showing up here again, like these cowboys could have been sent to take him out of here. Okay, it's like having a hitman, but behind bars. So maybe it didn't work the first time. Maybe that's what this run-in is I'm getting between them two already. It didn't work the first time, but now it's like they caught him completely off guard. Okay, what is this about, please? What is energy around this incident? Primitive human is showing up. It says ancient, rustic, instinct, and primordial. I hope I said that right. Primordial. This kind of gives me energy of like the past. I'm hearing the word outdated. Okay, what is this? Ooh. Oh, collective, founder, okay? This is a man in a suit. You don't see his face. Referring back to what? The third party. You have Tory, the inmate who actually did this, and then there's the third party. The third party is someone that we don't know. We're never gonna know, most likely. We probably won't see their face. Okay, a man in a suit. It says originator, pioneer, groundbreaker, entrepreneur. If somebody is the originator of something, that means they probably created it, right? Wow, interesting. I don't even want to say whose name I heard when I saw this card. I really don't want to say whose name I heard when I saw this card. Okay, you guys already know, besides his legal team, what other team is all over this case since the beginning, okay? You guys know exactly who the fuck I'm talking about. This looks like an executive, somebody who calls shots, but you don't see their face. We're not supposed to know. And the guy even has black gloves on. I just noticed that about this card for the first time. He's got black gloves on like a hitman or something. Ooh wee, what is this? Okay, what is this energy, please? What is this energy, please? Wow. Gold digger? That's what I already said, that like someone here could have gotten some type of money on their book. Somebody got paid on the outside. Okay, again, if y'all don't know how they get down in there, yes, people make a lot of fucking money in prison. People will make more money in prison than they do out in the streets sometimes. All you gotta do is give them a fucking cash app to send them to get money sent to. Okay. Opportunistic, greed, exploitation, and selfishness. And even the way that this man looks on this card, you know, literally someone digging for gold, but it doesn't look like he has any gold. Like, all this gold, but what are you spending it on? He looks a little torn up and ran through. So it's like, I feel like this, whoever did this for some type of money, or it's like they thought they were going to get paid or get some type of money. Maybe they got scammed or didn't get as much as they thought they would from this, okay? For greed mixed with, oh, I don't like this fool anyway, he thinks he runs shit in here, he thinks he's hot shit, he's messing with the CO. Okay, like what the fuck? Mixed with that's not a good combination. And Tory probably talked some cash shit to you. Oh no. Okay, what is the energy, please, behind this? Quester is showing up. It says adventure, expedition, discovery, quest, and challenge. That kind of reminds me of somebody looking for something, doing homework, doing research. Looks like this guy is kind of in a cave. And you guys notice like all of this very old school, like underground energy. Again, there's somebody in a cave, gold digging, someone in another fucking cave. So again, it's very like dark hidden energy here that we're like not supposed to know. Or I'm hearing something about an underground tunnel. Now I'm pretty sure like a lot of these mansions and big ass houses up in the hills probably have tunnels that connect to other people's mansions and houses. I wouldn't be surprised if there is, you know, some type of tunnel system underneath these jails and prisons. I'm not saying that's what was utilized, but that's just kind of what's coming up here for some reason. Let me get one more of these and then we're going to switch decks, okay? Yeah, angel. He's very protected. Divine wings, protection, blessing, and heavenly. Okay, so angel is showing up. And it's funny because, again, you guys, I think if before you get too far into this, make sure you guys refer back to the last reading I did, because Archangel Michael in a different deck was one of the very first cards in that reading. So again, he's very protected here. He's very guided by his angels and spirit guides, okay? Divine wings, blessing, heavenly, and protection. He is like literally protected from whoever this hitman is, this person in all black. It's giving like Men in Black, you know? Again, the executives, the people that you'll probably never hear about or you'll never see. In this case, I feel like we already know who this is, but just for the sake of the reading right now, I'm not gonna make it about them. But yeah, wow. Hermit, Intruders, invaders is showing up. Okay, looks like 3 men all dressed in all in black on the black horse. Puppet. And yeah, look, victim and victims at the bottom. So this was definitely, yeah, puppet. It's like somebody was controlling this scenario. Sufferer, target, prey. Yeah, he was a target. He was a target this whole time. And then someone else, again, kind of puppeteering, pulling the strings. Manipulation, strings, theater, and obedience. Wow. Invaders. Wow, okay, yeah. I'm literally seeing somebody like run up in his cell. That's so funny. Because shout out to you, Miss Angel. Miss Angel Kisses the Oracle. If you guys are familiar with her channel, make sure you guys definitely check her out, please. She's an amazing medium. But shout out to you, Miss Angel, because you brought up the same energy, like somebody kind of running up on him. Maybe that's what this energy is that I'm picking up. He's already had a run-in with this person who did this to him. Yeah, intruders, conquerors, aggressors. So, and whoever this person is, that was again the invader or the aggressor in this situation, he was definitely a puppet, controlled, okay? And to make Tory a victim. There's a whistleblower here showing up, disclosure, exposing, uncover, and the card literally says informant. So this is somebody who was, again, the green light, hit the go button, go ahead. But I feel like, again, the first 1 or 2 run-ins, it didn't work. Maybe that's why it's coming up as like hopeless. It's filling out a loss, because it's like, imagine you keep trying to do something over and over and over again, and they just won't die, they just won't go, so you're never going to get this money because the hit's not complete. That's kind of the energy that it's giving, okay? Jeez. Okay, let's get into another deck, you guys. I'm gonna try my best to not make this too long, but I'm gonna get into another deck because there's a few of them that I wanted to use. Hold on, give me 1 second, guys. Hold on a minute. All right, my bad, y'all. I'm back, but I have a deck called True Crime. I hardly ever use this deck. I've had this deck for months, and I think I used it in the last Tory reading I did, if I'm not mistaken. So let's get into this, and then we will get into the tarot after this, I promise, okay? I cannot believe this. Like, they really tried to take my boy out of here. Like, this is crazy. What is the energy, please, around Daystar and this incident that took place? What is the energy around Daystar and the energy that took place? And yes, if anybody's curious, I am going to ask to see how Miss Megan feels about this. Okay, I am going to ask that momentarily. I will ask that a little bit later toward the end, because I'm curious too, y'all. Okay, what is this energy, please, when it comes to Daystar and this incident that occurred? Intuition. His intuition was already telling him something was up, something was off. Again, you guys can refer back to the last reading I did. And he intuitively knew, like through his dreams or certain downloads, that something or somebody may have tried to hurt him. And here we are, fast forward 2 months later, okay? I feel like he has a very strong intuition, and maybe just because of this current situation, being incarcerated, I think he's starting to learn how to follow it and actually listen to his intuition more maybe than he did before when he was out, okay? I also, in the last reading I did, it kind of came out that if something were to happen to him and he didn't make it, they were going to try to make it out to be as some type of self-deletion, okay? Or an accident. Literally, they were going to make it look like an accident, if not like self-deletion. But that wouldn't have been true, okay? What is this energy, please, when it comes to Tory and this incident? Debt. Okay, again, money, and then you have jealousy. You can't make this stuff up. I'm more than certain I already brought up money. Somebody was supposed to get paid, or they didn't get paid as much as they thought they would. The money never came through, okay? Somebody put the wrong Cash App tag. He never got it, okay? And look, greed. Ooh. This is death at the bottom underneath greed. Okay, if you're an intuitive, you're a reader, you're a medium, even if you just put 2 and 2 together, with the situation we're talking about. Greed, debt with money, jealousy, and then death. Yeah, that's like a hitman. That's like a hit. Okay. Accomplice, partner in crime. I told you it was a third party scenario. Tory, who's the victim. You've got the mystery inmate and whoever was pulling the strings. Accomplice, partner in crime. Okay, let's keep going. Those didn't fall out. They were at the bottom. So if they have to show up, they will. But let's continue. What is this energy, please, behind Tory and this incident that occurred? What is this? Male. Obviously, it was a man because he's in a male prison, right? He's not locked up with women unless they're COs, but this is a man. Somebody's eyes can be important because both of these cards are only showing one eye. So this person maybe has like a scar on their eye, or I'm hearing something about glaucoma. I don't know if that even has to do with your vision, does it? If somebody knows, can you please explain it to me? Because I don't have anything to look it up right this second next to me. So glaucoma, I feel like that's like blood sugar or something that affects your vision. So whoever did this to him, I feel like they have something going on with their eye, like, or maybe he got hit or punched in the eye or something. Again, I told you Tory and this mystery inmate, they already had a run-in before. So something very intense about the eyes, okay, can be important about this person. What is this? Secret. And social media just showed up at the bottom again, okay? Secret. So this is like, whoever this person is, I'm hearing like they were contracted to do this. They didn't have to literally be contracted, but I feel like there's people pulling strings or people behind the scenes. It's very like an interconnected web. Again, I was referring back to the energy of like an underground tunnel system, where really just is like an interconnected network. Okay. And this was very like kept under wraps or something. You know, it's like if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. Okay. What is this energy, please? Wow, faked death is showing up, and then alive. So obviously, you know, he made it. He's recovering. It wouldn't have been fake if you really did pass away, obviously, but it's giving like, you know, I made it. You thought you got me, but you didn't, okay? It's like, nice try. At least that could be Tory's demeanor. Nice try, you know, and look, death again at the bottom. They tried it. Yeah, serial killer. This is a hitman. Obviously, it wasn't with, you know, a gun or anything like that because it was close contact. And honestly, look, crime of passion. I was just about to say, like, for you to be up close and stab somebody 14 times, like, you got to have some real anger, some real aggression, a real problem with that person, because that's intimate, okay? Think of, like, how close you have to be or how hard, you know what I'm saying, to, like, stab up somebody that many times. I mean, crime of passion, like, this person was very upset, enraged, or like they snapped. They could have been on some type of drug or something, allegedly. I don't know, because yes, they do have access to all different types of drugs in prison: weed, pills, meth, all that shit. But this is giving a crime of passion, like, again, out of jealousy mixed with possibly getting some type of money or payment out of this. Okay, wow. What is this energy, please? Look, accident. It was supposed to look like an accident, or if something happened to him, you know, and it wasn't in this magnitude, they were going to try to make it look like an accident, or that could have been the original plan, you know, because again, the very first reading I did, make sure you guys refer back to that. It was a heavy energy around like Tory feeling as though someone would try to fuck with his food or his drink. So, oh, okay, if he just chokes on food or something is poisoned, oh, it was an accident. No, that didn't fucking work, okay? This, please. Regret. Okay, so I feel like someone here regrets doing this. already. Whoever did this, it's like he's in regret for it, because like I already said, it's like he didn't get what he wanted out of this or what he anticipated to get out of this. So it's like, well, what a waste. You know, yeah, I don't know how long, obviously, this person is incarcerated for, what they're in there for, but they're going to add time to your sentence for doing this. It's like attempted murder, literally, if you think about it that way. And so this man, whoever this is, they're going to get more time added to their sentence for what? You know, for to one, he's alive, and two, you probably didn't get as much as you thought you were. Okay? What is this? Can we get one more of these, please? Child is showing up. And then devil. Ooh, Lord. Oh, fuck. Okay, I just got to download strangulation, runaway. Damn, I don't want to say that, but fuck. I don't want to say what I'm hearing. I was just talking about how I don't know why this man is locked up in the first place, why he's even there. Whoever did this to Tory, whoever the aggressor is in this situation, I don't know why they're locked up, but I feel like it may have possibly could have been something to do connected to a child. Allegedly. Okay? So it's like this person had nothing to lose. For real. They feel like they had nothing to lose. Okay? I didn't mean to put the child card back, but let me get one more of these and we're going to move on, you guys. What is this? Ooh, she's getting me so angry. Revenge. And there's a knife. Now, obviously, like in prison, they don't have like actual fucking full-blown kitchen knives, but you know, they have shanks. They makeshift shit in there. You got nothing but time in there, but to get creative, okay? So yeah, they make makeshift shanks and all of that. Okay, but revenge. And it's as if, again, Tory already knew or felt like this was coming or somebody was after him. Okay, it's either like, again, the person thought they were going to get more money from this than they did. They thought they were going to get paid and they didn't at all. I'm seeing revenge here, intuition. Maybe it's revenge because I feel like also too, maybe Tory could have owed somebody a little bit of money, possibly, because yes, you can owe people money in prison. Money is really just a form of like commissary, like snacks or sodas, drinks, food. That would be considered money in prison, if not actual money that you send to the people on the outside. It doesn't really feel like that. Like it could be, but I feel like it's bigger than that. I feel like it's bigger than that, than just him owing somebody some money. Okay, what is this revenge? I'm gonna get one more on this revenge card. Serial killer showing up again. Boat, female. No, I don't want to. Damn, I'm getting so many downloads right now. Oh, gosh. Revenge and serial killer. It's almost like he knew this was going to happen, or he knew something was going to happen to him in there. Like it came out in the first reading. He just obviously he didn't know how or by what means. You know, he was more concerned about someone poisoning or messing with his food or his drink. I don't think he was so concerned about literally being poked up. But that's just kind of, you know, how it happened, right? But let's see. I'm going to get a couple of tarot cards for him, and then I'm going to go into and see how Meg may feel about this situation, okay? I've been seeing a couple of comments online, people kind of tearing Megan up in the comments. Granted, it's not her fault, technically. At least I don't get it that way. It's not literally her fault. Like, she's not the one calling the shots, making the calls, right? But I see a lot of people online already kind of like throwing her in the mix. I get it. You know, it's kind of because of the lies and manipulation from her as to why he's in there, you know, but I'm not going to sit here and put the blame on her, though. I'm not going to do that, okay? But let's see. What's the energy, please, when it comes to Tory and this incident that occurred? Is this making any sense to y'all? Please leave a like on the video. Share if you care so this can get around, okay? Subscribe if you haven't already. I'd love to have y'all here. What is this energy, please, when it comes to Daystar and this incident that occurred? Please and thank you. 8 of Cups showing up. Okay. Walking away, freedom, leaving behind, escapism, abandonment. You know, the 8 of Cups can be walking away from something that's not fulfilling you emotionally. Also kind of following your intuition to walk away or leave something alone. Okay. What is this? 6 of Swords in the reverse. Okay, that's the opposite. Resistance to change. 8 of Cups is walking away. 6 of Swords in the reverse would be kind of being stuck. Emotional baggage or going backwards. Unfinished business. Yeah, so this could be like, again, unfinished business. Again, him and this mystery inmate, they've already had a run-in with each other. I'm hearing catch the fade. Again, they fought already. They had a problem already with each other. Okay, I just heard, like, why do you keep fucking with me? Like, what are you fucking with me for? Like, why don't you just, like, leave it alone? Get out of here. Like, you are stuck on this one thing, or somebody just kept fucking with him. And it's like, and I think after so many times of this person trying to, like, get him riled up or get him excited or run down on him, create a problem with him, they eventually got to, quote unquote, catch the fade, fighting, you know. And I think after a while, Tory put 2 and 2 together. It's like, why does this dude keep fucking with me? Like, is there something else going on here? You know, it's like after something happens one too many times, you start to question it on another level. It's like, hold on, wait, hold on. This is not right. Okay, once, okay, twice, okay, now I'm questioning. 3 or 4 times? What's your problem, bro? You know, that's kind of what I'm getting from this. Unfinished business. What is this about, please? Ooh, Knight of Swords showing up. That's the aggression, the anger, the frustration, rushing in to communicate. When I see the Knight of Swords, I think of acts of violence as well. It says change of lifestyle, fast thinking, competitive, defending your beliefs. Okay, this mystery inmate could possibly be an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I have heavy Aquarius here. Okay, 5 of Swords, it's another Aquarius energy. Yeah, and I'm getting like maybe the last run-in they had before the actual stabbing incident. I feel like Tory kind of just left it alone and walked away. Like, bro, like, I'm not even gonna entertain this anymore. You clearly have a problem with me. You're always starting with me. Like, I'm cool off you, bro. Like, I'm not even gonna entertain this anymore. Okay, what is this about, please? That's why I said I think Tory may have been talking shit. Maybe said some very, like, not so nice, harsh things toward this man, which led to even more anger or being enraged, okay? What is this, please? Oops. Page of Pentacles in the reverse, blocked. Look, yeah, greediness. Again, another energy of greed. Procrastination, distracted, and inactive. Okay, Page of Pentacles in reverse is like a lack of an offer or maybe even insecurity. Yeah, it's like Spirit blocked this. It's like, whatever guardian angel, okay, maybe it just straight up, you know, the power of prayer, talking to God, getting more in tune with Spirit. Like, that really is what fucking protected him and helped him. And I think he's really starting to realize that even more now, okay? And again, Page of Pentacles in reverse, this can be, again, a lack of an offer or someone not coming through the way that they said that they would. Where's the money at? Okay? What is this about, please? Ace of Pentacles, again, more money. It says prosperity, opportunity, manifestation, new career or financial opportunity. Now, the thing with these aces, though, you know, they look really good, they look shiny, but aces, they have to be nurtured, they have to be watered. You know, you can't do anything with an ace if you don't attain to it or don't nurture it or take care of it or literally take the opportunity, okay? So I feel like whoever this person is that did this to him, it's like he finally took the opportunity to try to make some money here or something. There was like definitely money on his head, on Tory's head in the system, for sure. What is this? Four of Wands. This can be a home environment, celebrations, reunions, okay? It says celebration, stability, harmony, friendship, community. And I was kind of getting this intuitively way earlier. I just didn't say anything, but now it's showing up. But I feel like whoever the person is that did this to him, they could have tried to get close to him early on through like a prayer circle or a prayer group, you know, trying to make it seem like, oh, you know, I really fuck with what you do, or I love how you motivate people. But then it's like that may have eventually turned into jealousy or some type of envy, seeing how many people really fucked with him, with Tory in that way. You know, so I feel like at first this person was kind of trying to get in Tory's good graces, so Tory would extend his generosity or extend a hand to him. Okay. I'm hearing the word infiltrate, maybe to like infiltrate. Again, get close to him so he could backstab him, but it didn't work out that way. Okay, why is this here, please? It's like when you show up as an angel of light, but in reality, when you take the mask off, you're an angel of darkness. That's kind of the energy I get with this person who was the aggressor, who did this to him. Again, like, yeah, I'm going to come to the prayer circle, or I'm going to come to your whatever Tory be doing in there with the other inmates, motivating them, reading the Bible with them, whatever he's doing, or he was doing. This person approached it in a genuine way. Or that was the goal, and that's how he approached him, right? Again, with the mask, a wolf in sheep's clothing, just to do what? Seven of Swords, backstab him, or try to sneak him. Again, you show up as an angel of light just to be an angel of darkness, low key. Again, I think this man is an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini person. Okay, I don't know why I'm getting that so heavily, but I am. What is this, please? King of Pentacles. Okay, realistic, dependable, providing, wealth, security, prosperity, generosity. Didn't I just say that? It's like he tried to get some type of, or be a part of Tory's generosity. Okay, it's like trying to be a part of the cool kid squad or whatever. But in this case, more so like a prayer circle, a prayer group, something like that. Because it's something positive that Tory was doing with other inmates that this person tried to get a part of. But, you know, it's always like, there's something off about this guy. Like, sure, you know, you can come in, we'll invite you in, or you can join the prayer circle with us, Bible study, but we're going to keep an eye on you. That's the type of individual this is. Because again, Tory's intuition was always going off or ringing about this person. But again, Tory being generous, being kind, trying to be, you know, I'm hearing trying to help save everybody. And turned out this person again was like a wolf in sheep's clothing. Trying to be too fucking nice, you know. Bit him in the ass, literally, you know. Let's see. Let me go more on this, please. And I'm also seeing something here about finances or money. I feel like this man was offered money for this, offered money to do this, an amount of money he's never seen in his life, okay, is what I'm hearing. But it's as if this man felt like he had nothing to lose. It could have been worth $500 in a CASHAPP or a Zelle, which is, you know, maybe to the outside to take somebody's life is not a lot of money, not worth it, right? But to somebody inside who maybe doesn't have a lot of people to visit them, nobody answering the phone, nobody writing letters, nobody putting money on no books, $500 is gold, okay? So I'm not saying it literally was $500, but this is an example, you know? A little bit is a lot to somebody who doesn't have shit, especially in prison. Again, whoever this man is, they felt like they had nothing to lose. Six of Pentacles, okay? More money, giving, receiving, fairness, sharing the wealth. Again, generosity and charity. And look at the King of Wands in the reverse. It's like Tory really tried to be like to help this person, or maybe not give the man money or help him financially, but it's like he tried to give him some encouragement or advice. I just saw the Emperor at the bottom. Emperor showing up again. There's definitely somebody else behind the strings, behind the scenes, that was pulling strings here. That also wanted him to Tory the fuck out of here. Is this Three of Cups again? Third party energy, a collaboration. Okay, friendship, collaboration, support, community. Again, under the guise of friendship, under the guise of wanting to be helped, under the guise of wanting to be part of this group, or that Tory had going. Wow, came off as a friend at first, then just for him to kind of end up getting into it with Tory a few times, and this was kind of like the moment where this guy snapped or took advantage of an opportunity where Tory was vulnerable, being out in the yard first thing in the morning, and you had to sneak him because you had to hit him in the back. So, very off guard. Okay, 10 of Wands here. Now it's a burden, hard work, stress, exhaustion. And the King of Wands again in the reverse. Wow. You guys know who the King of Wands is, the Sagittarius man, the only Sagittarius man that had any type of connection to Tory Lanez in this particular situation. You guys know exactly who I'm talking about, okay? Starts with the J, ends with the Z. Allegedly, okay? Look at this, 7 of Swords. Dishonesty, betrayal, trickery, deception. See? So it's like this person literally like snuck up on him. And he came again under the guise of trying to get help or assistance or be friendly with Tory. And it was a facade. It was a lie. 3 of Swords in the reverse and the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, recovery after loss, healing, forgiveness, self-care, satisfaction, financial independence. So yeah, it's as if like, again, this person, they were expecting some type of money from this, a payout for them to be financially free, or whoever they are connected to on the outside of prison to have some money. And it it didn't work out that way, okay? It just didn't work out that way. Okay, Knight of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, manipulative, untrustworthy, jealousy, and unreliable. So yeah, again, a mixture of this was a hit job mixed with jealousy, or I don't fuck with this guy anyway, so I don't have shit to lose, so yeah, fuck it, why not, and now you've got a burden of stress and a whole nother charge under your belt for what? As far as the guy who did this, the aggressor. I'm gonna get one more. Okay, Page of Cups in the upright. Creative opportunities, artistic, intuitive, curious, possibility. And the 7 of Cups, this is like the second or third time I've seen this at the bottom of the deck. So that's why I said I feel like whoever did this to Tory, maybe they were a little intoxicated, because yes, you can make alcohol in prison, okay? Or he was definitely like under the influence of drugs or something. Or this was an opportunity he wanted to take advantage of. And again, even very early on in the reading, I felt like my energy was very sporadic. It was getting very scatterbrained. That's what I'm getting with this 7 of Cups, okay? Confusion, illusion, if not being inebriated or under the influence of some sort. I'm hearing liquid courage. I feel like without some type of liquid courage or some type of courage from some type of drug or something, this guy wouldn't have been able to go through with it. Maybe that's why it keeps showing up as this is like they've had a few run-ins and it's never worked the first time. Maybe that's why he's feeling so guilty, regret, feeling bad, because deep down he knows like Tory was a good dude. But greed, again, maybe an energy of jealousy as well, allegedly is kind of like tipped him over the edge. Wow. Wow. And again, maybe Tory said something very slick and sly to him that, again, kind of put him over the edge. You know? Jeez Louise. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. Whew, I'm glad I tapped into this because that shit had me so heated when I first saw that. I was like, ooh, they really trying to take him out of here. I was like, I just couldn't believe it. I just could not believe it. Now, I'm going to switch it up really quick and get a couple of cards for when it comes to Megan and see how she feels when it comes to this, okay? We're just going to get a couple for her because I don't want to stay on her for too long. This is not her reading. So I just want to know how the fuck she feels. Okay, so Spirit, please give us some clear and concise messages. How does Megan feel when it comes to this incident with Tory? Okay, and I'm not going to say and act like she doesn't know about it. Oh, she doesn't have social media on her phone because that's a lie. Okay, so she knows. How does she feel when it comes to this incident that happened to Tory, please? How does she really feel when it comes to this incident that happened to Tory? Please and thank you. How does Megan feel when it comes to this situation that happened to Tory? Ace of Swords. Okay, interesting. What is this about? Ace of Swords just in general can mean clarity, a clear mind, truth, a truthful conversation. Okay, an opportunity for new ideas. What is this? Success, victory. What is this? Ooh, Five of Wands. So she's definitely seeing the chatter online. I already mentioned that earlier, how certain comments are trying to like make this about her. She doesn't like what she's seeing. She doesn't like it. Five of Wands and the Ace of Swords. It's like she wants to say something, but she's fighting with herself to do that. Two of Swords. How is she feeling? Drinking like always. Seven of Cups. Intoxicated some fucking where. Okay. Two of Swords can be blocking out your intuition or being in denial, not wanting to hear something, not wanting to see it for what it is. She be blocking out her feelings for him. Like, she be acting like she's indifferent, but that's just couldn't be any further from the truth. Why is this here, please? How does she feel? Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Cups at the bottom. Okay, how does she feel when it comes to this? Judgment? Huh. Oh, really? Okay. I just heard like she just feel like it's karma. Because Judgment card can be a decision or having a choice to make. If not, a wake-up call, major realization. Sometimes it can be indicate karma or just judgment being cast. Maybe that's what this is. She could be a little nervous, I feel like, or worried with like the arguments going on back and forth on the internet about her, people talking about her with this situation. She could feel like there's some type of karma coming or judgment. Okay, what is this about, please? How did you really feel when it comes to this incident that happened with Tory? Five of Wands is like an argument, a fight. Like I already said, Tory and the man that did this to him, they've already fought before. Wheel of Fortune, yeah, in the reverse. She could feel like this is just bad karma for him, or that she's going to receive some type of bad karma. Wheel of Fortune in reverse is things not moving forward, things being a little stagnant, bad luck. Okay. How does she feel when it comes to this situation, please? Ace of Pentacles. Wow. Page of Swords. Yeah, so she's definitely seeing what happened. She's definitely hearing the gossip and the chatter. I might have to go to another deck because I almost feel like a little, not blocked, but she has a restraining order on him because quote unquote, he stalks her or whatever. But no, it's like she's the stalker is what I get with this. Like she's the one that be like thinking about it a lot, talking about him all the time is what I'm seeing here. Okay, what is this? Oh wow, 3 of Pentacles. Again, there's a heavy collaborative effort here with this. I already said that. I might have to switch decks because I feel like, not block, but I feel like this is not really helping. I don't even know what deck I want to fucking use. Okay, let's use this one. How does she feel when it comes to the situation? Because the Queen of Pentacles, you know, that's not a bad card. That's usually someone very generous, someone who's caring, very nurturing usually, right? The Queen of Pentacles in the upright. That's why I said I feel like she acts like she doesn't care or acts like she doesn't like feel for him, but she does for real. Okay, it's like she wants to speak up and say something, but it's like I can't do that because the people are going to attack me if I say anything, so I'm just going to shut up and act like I don't care, but that's not true. Okay, what is this energy, please? How does she really feel when it comes to Tory and this incident that occurred? Phony, yeah, trickster, illusions. Like she lies a lot. Like the fuck? Like, again, she acts indifferent. She acts like she's all big and bad or whatever, but she doesn't actually feel that way. Spiritual gifts. Okay, what is this? Yeah, it's like a phony, a trickster, somebody who acts like they've got it all together. Kumbaya, I'm at peace, I'm healing. But no, it's very all over the place. It's giving very bothered, very concerned. Look at this. Cope, the alcohol at the bottom of the deck. Not fucking happy. You know. Wow. Interesting. Why is this here, please? How does she feel when it comes to Tory in this particular situation, please? Romance. Yeah. And she's always had feelings for him. Even still to this day. That's why it's like it's not him stalking her. It's her stalking him, wondering what he's up to and all that. She can't really technically stalk him while in jail, but you know, just someone that always keeping his name in her mouth is what I'm getting. And look, feelings, feelings, literally. Okay, wow. But it's an illusion. She be acting like she don't have feelings for this man. That's why it may come off with this Queen of Pentacles. It's like deep down, it's like she could really feel some type of remorse or. Again, it's very triggering for her because it's like reigniting her heart space because she could feel very bad. Like she feels bad if this happened to him. But she can't express that. She can't say that. She can't show that. Because then people online will be like, well, why the fuck do you feel bad for him? He shot you, blah, 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 blah. Why are you speaking up for him? It's going to be backlash either way. So she's just trying to sit back and shut the fuck up, you know? Living in the moment. Yeah. Trying to act unfucking bothered. Bad credit, debt, unemployed. Wow, okay. She's going through it financially for sure. That comes out every time with her. Left you hanging. No closure, no contact. Left on red. And you have shady here showing up at the bottom. Okay, so how things ended between the two of them, she really doesn't like it. With this left you hanging. Okay. Ooh, police station. Yeah, phony and trickster and police. So obviously she lied to the police, okay? During that whole situation. Police are involved, obviously, because he's incarcerated. So there's police everywhere. But I feel like part of her kind of feels bad. But again, it's like she can't say anything. All she can do is kind of just hang in the balance. There's not much she can do or can say publicly or nothing like that because she knows this is going to come with backlash regardless. Why is this here, please? Yeah, fake busy. Fake busy. It's like, yeah, no. You're not doing as much as you try to make it seem. Okay? Fake act like you don't care about him or like you don't fuck with him like that or don't have feelings for him, but you do. How does she feel when it comes to the situation, please? Not happy. Yeah, she's not happy. You got Thug, we know he's locked up. Feeling like shit at the bottom. Psycho crazy ex, obsessed, won't let go. If this man hurt you and shot you and he's in jail because of what he did to you, why would you not be able to let it go? You know what I'm saying? Feeling like shit. Wow. So she's not happy that this happened to him. You know, she's not basking or reveling in it at all, okay? So she has some type of remorse, but she can't show that. She can't act like that. GPS. Yeah, but it's like he's supposed to be the one that's stalking you, keeping tabs on you, harassing you, but the fuck, under pressure. So she knows time is running out. She's got a lot of anxiety is what I'm seeing. And I think the way that she keeps tabs on him or keeps up with him, besides just keeping his name in her mouth, is she may be the type to watch readings or get readings, okay? Maybe she doesn't talk about that on her social media or whatever. A lot of people don't, who are tapped in spiritually or work with practitioners. They're not just boasting about it online 90% of the time, but that could be how she watches him. She could spiritually track him or watch him through readings or ask about him when she talks to a spiritualist or something like that, if she works with one, okay? Pop the question. Pop the question. Okay, what is this? Fed up. Yeah, she knows that there's not really much she can say or do about this. She feels very under pressure about all of this. It's almost as if she feels like this could be the catalyst to something here coming out about her, or some type of karma for her, or some sort, okay? Bumping heads, blocked, and feeling like shit. Yeah. So she feels like she's about to be blocked out from the public. People are not fucking with her. Again, there's a lot of like disparaging things going on in the comments online about this situation, about her, kind of dragging her into this. I don't see that she has anything to do with it necessarily, but it's giving, you know, she does kind of feel bad, and it seems like she's concerned or worried that this is kind of like going to kickstart or be a catalyst to her own karma here or something. Okay? Wow, interesting. But yeah, look, no strings and firestorm. So there are no strings attached type of dynamic literally is leading to a firestorm. Karma, drama, endings, loss, mental breakdown. You know, God forbid, I don't wish that on anybody, a mental breakdown or none of that, but it's in the energy very heavily anytime I tap in with her. So, oh boy, this was a lot, y'all. My goodness. I'm going to leave this reading here and tap out of this because this is a lot. Definitely sending love and light and some prayers to Tory and his family and wishing him a speedy recovery. But yeah, with Meg, looks like she feels bad. She feels guilty, but it's like she knows she can't say shit or show any remorse, show any like kind of, you know, prayers post, because people are going to tear her to shreds for that too. And that's just going to lead down to another rabbit hole of other shit, more questions being asked, the situation being resurfaced and all of that. So she's not trying to do that. She's just trying to, you know, stay hush-hush right now is what I'm saying. But beneath the surface, she's feeling very under pressure, a lot of anxiety. And she feels bad that this happened to him because she has a lot of feelings for him still to this day. And she's not happy. Okay, but I'm going to leave this reading here, y'all. This is a lot longer than I wanted it to be. I cannot thank you guys enough for being here and for spending your time and your energy with me in these readings. Make sure you guys leave a like on the video, subscribe. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys so much. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.